Hi guys, and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I am Rachael Phillips, the creator of Soul Vibe Academy and the creator of the Oracle cards, which is what I'll be using to do this week's energy forecast. I'm also a coach and I do a lot of work on radio. So let's look at what this week invites for us. This is for the week of January the 15th through to January the 22nd. So the question I asked, because we know that this year is the year of a double one. Now, a double one is the fact that it means that this year is a really powerful year to be able to manifest any intention that we set. Now, that means that that works both in an amazing way. I'll get it out. It works in an amazing way that we get to manifest whatever we want rapidly, but it also means that on the flip side is that we also manifest rapidly what it is that we don't want, just due to where we are giving our focus and attention. So these last couple of weeks for some people, myself included, I've known so many people that have had colds, flus, injuries, hurt themselves, and it's been not the way that they wanted to be able to start off 2018. Now, some people have been able to flow beautifully into 2018, and it means that whatever that they needed to heal in 2017 has been done. The ones that there may be a little bit more resistance means that there is more time where some healing needs to be brought in. And I'm usually finding that is usually around forgiveness, healing situations, forgiving ourselves. Sometimes we set such powerful expectations on what we want to align for ourselves. We set powerful and really very strong goals. And if we don't always hit those marks come the end of the year, sometimes a lot of people can feel very, very depleted or feel like they haven't lived up to their own expectations. So this week when I went in to do this forecast, I wanted to work around how can I give people insight for how to be able to get themselves back on track, how to be able to align themselves with really powerful intentions and being able to set those goals for 2018 and start getting that ball rolling and that momentum so that as that door swings, that is opening up the incredibly rapid rate of manifestation that we're actually drawing into our realm of what we want to be able to magnetize into our world, rather than our focus being on challenges for last year or old past pains, and that becoming what is there for the energy for which you are vibrating and attracting and bringing into your world currently right at this point. So the very first cards for this week is Monday through till Tuesday is called Sassy. Wednesday through till Friday is Reflection, and Saturday and Sunday is all around the Warrior coin. So starting off at the first start of the week, Sassy. So this card is about knowing that clothes have a beautiful way in which to be able to shift our energy. Usually if you are feeling stuck or not sure in which direction to go in, very first thing that we can start to notice is that our appearance starts to drop. We take less care of ourselves, and our physical plane is the last point in which our intuition speaks to us. You would have found that if you actually go in and have a look at not only how you're looking, you'll find that your internal conversation that you're having with yourself is also matching the way that you are looking and reflecting externally. So that means that this gives you a really great opportunity to be able to reverse engineer and be able to go in, and this is a really great time. Clothes have a magnificent way in which to boost your confidence, to be able to shift the energy in which you're vibrating, being able to rise up into a higher level of frequency so that you start setting those awesome, amazing, powerful intentions and goals that for which you want to be able to start 2018. So this is the card that's coming in and saying, hey, you may be feeling like a little bit of a train wreck in your own self, but you don't need to be able to stay in that space. Put on that amazing outfit, have a shower, shave, whatever it is that you do, wash your hair, blow dry it and straighten it if that's what you like to do when you go out. But now is the time to be able to put on that amazing outfit and really raise your vibration, so that as you start to sit down and start focusing on these goals, that you're actually matching the frequency and aligning yourself with the intention and the goals that you wish to set for 2018. And clothing have this beautiful way of doing it. It's amazing how you can put something on and instantly it changes the way that you feel about yourself. It changes the way that you look at yourself. It changes everything about you, because it literally just changes the frequency for which you start vibrating. And instead of you walking past and going, oh God, I look like a train wreck, or God, I don't look so good, I'm not taking care of myself, I've started to get a little bit lazy, and we start to see that playing out, the next moment, once you implement this immediately, the next time you look at yourself, you're going to go, God, you look hot. God, you look great. God, I'm proud of you. God, I'm pleased that I took the effort to do something to shift my focus so that I can start really bringing into my atmosphere everything that I really wish and desire for 2018. And I tell you, there is nothing more goddamn sexier than seeing a woman or a man that feels that confidence within themselves, that portrays that. And it is amazing. The tiny little thing that you can do for yourself can really boost your morale and your emotional and mental mindset about your own self. And once you start making those changes, come the Wednesday through till Friday, this is the time to be the objective observer, to be able to start observing in on your own internal conversations that you're having within your own self, because this is the card of reflection, and it means that what you're seeing you're not happy with. So that's why it really is very, very vital to start implementing and being able to dress the way that you want to be. You know, there's that saying, sometimes you may need to fake it till you make it, and this is where it becomes really, really paramount at this time. Even if you're feeling not so awesome, by doing this and catching yourself and reminding yourself that these can be little hints of self-sabotage playing out at the moment, and that you can change it at any given moment. You are such a powerful being that can invite and bring anything that you want into your world. I can't express that enough. It always reminds me of, I'm not always so 100% sure, because I've seen so many people write the saying, which is, we are not scared of succeeding, we are scared of meeting our own levels of expectations. I know it was once written by Nelson Mandela, and it's getting us to remember just incredibly, I know I keep using the word powerful because I want you to really take that on board, that you have the power to be able to change anything in your reality. And this is saying it's now time for an overhaul on the way that you look at yourself. Some people, I'm getting the impression that some people are even going to feel like, you know, really radically changing their hair, radically changing the clothes that they would normally wear, start making really big shifts on becoming the person that you want to be into the future. Starts with every tiny little step that you apply now. So if you're wanting to work in like a business area, then you'll want to start matching that sort of type of clothing description so that you feel that you're in alignment with the direction that you're going. Really lifting up that lifting your A game to a whole new level, so that you start matching and mirroring what it is that you want to align yourself with. You can't just sit there and think, oh, okay, if I do this once or twice, that's going to send out into the universe and it's immediately going to give me exactly what I want. No, this is about doing things on a consistent basis so that you start to apply new healthy habits to be able to establish a new way of doing and a new way of being, so that you therefore are totally in alignment with being able to attract everything that you want to be. Now, this is about showing how things are showing out on the external world. This is then giving you that opportunity that once it started to boost your confidence, that come Wednesday and Friday, it's a really good time to be able to start looking at, on a deeper level, what kind of internal conversations you're having with yourself. This card says, the reflection of self represents the internal beliefs you hold about how you look. You judge yourself based on what you see. So it really is a fabulous time to start going in and being an observer. And if you find that you are someone that is naturally goes into a place where you emotionally beat yourself up, this is a really great time to be able to go in and say, they are old beliefs that I've had within my own self. Now, you may not be able to make that immediate change, but just remember, this is the year where rapid manifestation comes about. So change can happen very, very quickly, which makes it really, really exciting. So if you're someone that has still some really old beliefs that are embedded and are changing the way that you feel, because our beliefs are how we feel. Our job description as a human is to be able to make sure that we feel the way that we want to feel. Because we become an energy vibration that are like cells. We are constantly matching with the same frequency in which you're vibrating. So if you got some really old beliefs that are not there, guess what? You're going to unconsciously and subconsciously be attracting that energy frequency to mirror the way that you're feeling. So now this is the really great thing. The moment that you start making immediate change, you start then therefore start vibrating a new frequency, and you now match a new one to naturally draw into your world, so that you become a bigger piece of the pie, where you are a very, very, very quick and powerful and rapid manifester for this year. So this is our opportunity to be able to go in and observe self-sabotage. I will be this week doing a YouTube on tips and tricks that you can do to overcome self-sabotage, because self-sabotage is a part of our human behavior, and that's okay. But the faster that we can implement and create new radical change is the moment that we start breaking that cycle. And it brings us to being more currently and consciously aware of our reality that we're living in now. When we start thinking about our goals and dreams, we're always future pacing ourselves, and that can draw in a great deal of overwhelm and stress. And so therefore it is a matter of bringing ourselves back to this reality and looking at what are the changes that you can apply now, so that you are taking tiny little steps towards that future pace, rather than going, I'm here and I want to be there, and the distance and the gap between that is so far removed, there's no way I can ever do it. So you've already set yourself up for failure before you've even freaking begun, and that is a shitty way to start 2018. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts. Even if you need to have little moments where you just remind yourself, or even set a timer. I know I've done that before over the years. I've actually set timers. Sometimes I've done them as close as every hour, and every hour then I will just go in, and for literally, whether it's 1 or 2 minutes, I will just literally stop whatever it is that I am doing, close my eyes, and just 100% focus on breathing in. You know that saying, breathe in the good shit and exhale the bad shit. And that's exactly what I do. I'll just say that mantra. I breathe in the good shit, and I actually feel it just sort of come in and almost like be a beautiful cloud of amazing, awesome, great shit. And I breathe that in until I can feel that really cascade over my whole entire being, and it's filling up every single cell within myself. And on the exhale, I literally say, now I remove all the bad shit, and literally feel like all the toxins start to come back out. And as I breathe out, it's actually exhaling all of that and getting into that cycle. And as I said, for a little while, I was doing that every hour on the hour to just create a new healthy habit and to bring yourself back to a conscious awareness of the reality that you're living right now. Most people's biggest problems is the future pacing and setting goals really amps it up, and it can put people into overwhelm and stress and worry and doubt. And they're all such low level vibrating frequencies and emotional states. And guess what? It's not going to make you feel so awesome. So as I said, our responsibility is to make sure that we are always doing things that make us feel good, taking those moments where you take a moment to just stop, collect your thoughts, and just breathe, and going through that nature of breathing the good shit and exhale all the bad shit, is setting a whole new moment. Because even as the moment you say that, as you can see, I want to get the giggles, because it then literally shifts your frequency. Those giggles helps you giggle out some of those toxicities that's sitting in there. It helps you to believe in yourself. It boosts your confidence. It eradicates that doubt. It increases your level of trust. It makes you feel good. So if something makes you feel good, you keep on doing it, right? So that's my number one tip for you guys, is to take a moment to breathe in the good shit, exhale out the bad shit, and help you focus on, even if you, like some of the girls, my students that go through my intuition alignment course, one of the things and exercises I get them to do is to be able to bring that conscious awareness to our thoughts, and to be able to write powerful affirmations, if you will, or manifestations or gratitudes. Really write the affirmations of the alignment of where you want to be in. If you're in business, then it could be, you could set an intention that you want to have awesome clients that align with your products and value you and the service that you provide on a personal level. I take full responsibility and give myself permission to feel amazing all day, every day. Now, they're all tiny little mantras that you can say throughout the day. And I even suggest to the girls, like, once you've written, even if it's just 5, even if you start off with 3, just start off with 3 to 5 really cool affirmations that align with the direction of where you want to go in, and really focusing on the intention of what it is that you really want to bring into your world. Then I always suggest to them, it's just, even if you set your phone these days and just do an audio recording, and 4 or 5 times throughout the day, put your earbuds in and listen to it 5 or 6 times in the one setting, and do that 5 or 6 times throughout the day. It helps to rewire the way that you think, the way that you feel, and helps keep you vibrating at a higher frequency. Now, come the weekend, the number one biggest conversations that I have been having with clients, and also just with friends and family over these last coming weeks, is that they have these really amazing dreams in which they want to follow, but they feel like their family or their friends don't support them. Now, this is something I really want you to really take on board this week. Support is amazing. It really is. And if you have that, that is wicked, and you're very, very lucky. But just because you feel that you may not have the support that you want does not mean that you cannot do that you cannot fulfill that dream. It doesn't mean you can't start it. Just because someone else can't see your dream doesn't mean that it's not real for you. The dream has been given for you, and so long as it is real and you believe in it, then you have everything to get yourself started. And don't worry, once you get yourself started, then people will come on board, but you don't need them to come on board to start. And that is really amplified with the Warrior Queen. When I designed this card, the Warrior Queen was someone that stood, and it says, have the courage to be you. When I designed this card, I'm going to hold this up because I really want you to take on board and really see that truth of conviction on her face. As you can see, she is staring into the abyss, but it's not the abyss of nothingness. It's the abyss of knowing that she is the only person that can see her dreams, and that is okay, because she has the courage, determination, and motivation to get going and follow those dreams. And so long as she can see the dreams, then that is all that is important. And I think it's something to really, really take on board, because this one decision can be the difference between whether you start or whether you don't do anything for yourself. Remember, you are your own greatest cheer squad. And if you believe in yourself and you do those exercises that have been shown Monday through till Friday, which is dress for the success that you want to be able to achieve in your world. Listen into your internal conversations and do things that make you feel good. Set your affirmations, put them in as an audio recording or a video recording. Listen to them. Help to rewire and change your subconscious and unconscious mind so that it starts to, so your conscious, your subconscious, and your unconscious mind, rather than them be 3 separate levels, they all start to match up and be working in the same frequency, vibrating the same energy, amplifying and magnetizing these new beautiful beliefs and these new intentions, so that you can rapidly manifest these goals and dreams into your world. Now, please, please, please do not let the decision between whether you start something be dictated because of someone else, whether they choose to believe in you or choose to believe in the destiny or choose to believe in the dream. Remember, they don't have to see it. Actions speak louder than words. Let your actions be what enables them to support you. And just remember, they're at the same place as you. So they're focusing, your family, your friends, and other people in this world are also at the same level, also focusing on their dreams and their goals and what they want to magnetize in it. So people are at this moment a little bit introspective at this point, and it doesn't mean that sometimes just because they don't support you that they are not going to back you. They're just trying to work on building their own level of belief, looking at ways that they can change their world so that together you guys can create something amazing. So just because that support is not there to start what it is that you want doesn't mean it won't be there down the track. Because if you can see your dream, if you can feel it, if you know it to be exactly the pathway that you need to be on, then that is the only thing that matters. And whilst this happens, you will find that this will also be a stripping away period when you start building that stronger conviction and a higher level of self-belief, a higher level of truth, a higher level of honesty, a higher level of belief and trust in your own self. You are going to find that in some cases, I say some, but usually in a lot of cases, you start to outgrow some of the people that you're in your world. So some of those people that you're wanting support from are not going to be there in your world for very much longer in the first place. So if you're putting all of your bank of trust in someone else to support you and they're not going to be there, guess what happens when they do move outside of your world? You're therefore left on your own again, and that can feel like it's lonely. So build the trust within your own self. Really solidify those dreams and convictions and alignment and intention, desires, dreams, goals, whatever it is, the word that you're using for this year. Remember, it all starts with you, and the responsibility lays on your shoulders. And as much as that may seem scary and daunting, on the flip side, it can also be incredibly empowering because you know that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. So keep your mind being motivated and driven and surrounded by amazing things. There is that many freaking super cool things out on YouTube to help you stay motivated. You will find there may even be one or two people inside your world or in Facebook world that are wanting to do the same thing as you are, that you can, get on a call once a week to be able to help keep that clarity and conviction strong for your own self. And remember, there are multiple things that you can do for your own self, like, making sure that all parts of your world are working beautifully. So your nutrition, your health, your mindset, exercise, balance, fun, making sure that everything is working together is going to be something incredibly so very, very freaking cool this year. Most of us have, for many of years, been terrified of taking on all of that responsibility because we think, well, then I could drop the ball and I could do this and go on this rant of all the things that could go wrong. Now is the time to focus on that beautiful saying. I put a post up ages ago and it says, and it was this little girl holding on to a teddy bear, and it said, oh, but what if I fail? And then the next quote is, oh, but what if you succeed and supersede your own expectations? Have you ever thought of that? Now, this is something that really plays poignant out right at this response at this moment, knowing that you can at any given moment. I know even with my own self, I know over the last couple of weeks I've had a few moments of a little bit of self-doubt, and the moment that I recognize that straight away, I will go in and I will put on either, a cutting cords meditation. I will then call my energy back. I will do a meditation to just really amp up my dreams, goals, and desires, so that again, I am staying in a space and where I am feeling good as frequently as I can, so that therefore helps to manifest my desires and aligns me, brings me back on track for what it is that I want to be able to do this year. And you can do this too. You have some amazing tools out there. And even if you don't, you can source that shit out for free these days. There are so many amazing people out there on YouTube, on Facebook, that are sharing so much information. So even if you don't have the funds, there is a massive amount of free content out these days to help you. And remember, if you can manifest things rapidly, you can also say to the universe, what is it that I want? Or if you do know what it is that you want, maybe you need a particular person that has a skill set. You could say, I need someone that has this particular skill set to come and help me with this, and focus your attention on drawing what it is that you need. And this is where setting powerful goals and intentions for this year, this coming week, is going to come in, because it's going to reveal to you the skills that you have, will also reveal where there's gaps, and you can focus on drawing those people into your world to be able to give you that bit of information so that you can take the next step. So this week is very, very cool. It's all around, guess what? Recognizing that you are powerful manifestors. And that is the massive theme for this week. And to remember, other people don't need to see your goals. Only you do, because your goals were set for you. And if you believe in them, then that's all you have to do, is just to keep that belief alive on a daily basis. So take care. Have an amazing freaking week. And also remembering, now that it's just popped into my head, Tuesday is the day for the new moon, which again is around setting powerful intentions. We can also go in and do, which I will be doing on Tuesday evening. As you all know, I love to do little rituals. I will be really solidifying my goals and intentions for this year, for this month. And I will be doing a burning ceremony where on the night of the full moon, so it's Tuesday, is about setting those intentions and burning off the energy and giving them to the universe, so that therefore you can then, I always do 2 copies, so I may write the copy down and take a photo of it, so then I've got it on my phone all the time. And when I'm doing morning rituals, I'll have a look at those goals and match them up with my to-dos for the day, and that keeps me on track, and that gives me a knowing the direction of where to focus my attention each day, so that when I get to the end of the month, I've achieved what it is that I've set out to do. And so therefore with that list is that I will sit there and do a little, whether it's a mantra, a little prayer, and just spend a little, a lot of the times I'll do it with a glass of wine. And I'll sit there and create a beautiful little ritual. And I even did it when I was out on the houseboat over the Christmas New Year period, that was incredibly beautiful, was to have a beautiful ceremony whilst on the water at the same time. It was very, very cool. But wherever you feel drawn to, just remember, create the list, make sure it's in total alignment with the goals that you want for yourself this year, remembering to focus on, are these things going to keep me feeling good on a consistent basis? And then when you're ready, and you're ready to share them with the universe and invite the universe in, along with your higher soul self, to look at ways to be able to match your action steps that you take from the day of setting the intention until the next new moon next month, and together working beautifully to bring together your goals and dreams for this year. So remember, Tuesday is the new moon, the time for setting intentions, and yeah, sometimes you may even feel that you may even need to listen to this video 2 or 3 times this week, just to bring you to a reminder, to let you know and remind you that you're an incredible, powerful manifestor, and you can align yourself to be able to live with your dreams. Your role at this point is just to be doing things that keep you feeling good consistently. So take care. Have an incredibly amazing week. And remember, if this is something that resonates with someone that you think that really needs to hear this message, please feel free to share it. And again, much love to you all. Have a fabulous week, and I'll see you again next week. Oh, and P.S., don't forget, I will be doing a YouTube on self-sabotage this week. So if you want to jump in, just go in and click to be able to receive notifications from my YouTube. So take it easy, be good, be kind, and always remember, you're your most amazing cheer squad. Take it easy. See you guys.